Yeah. Take down. A machine member is subjected to. Is the screen visible for you people there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So note down the problem. A machine member is subjected to a twisting moment of 1.5 kNm. A machine member is subjected to a twisting moment of 1.5 kNm, kilonewton meter, and bending moment of 3 kNm, 3 kilonewton meter, full stop. Find the suitable diameter of the shaft if the normal and shear stresses are 120 megapascal and 75 megapascal respectively. Just note down the answer, nothing else. Note down the answer. A machine member is subjected to a twisting moment of 1.5 kilonewton meter and bending moment of 3 kilonewton meter. Find the suitable diameter of the shaft with the normal and shear stresses are 120 megapascal and 75 megapascal respectively. Okay. Did you finish? Finish noting down the problem?
1 minute, sir.
Yeah. Just note down the problem. Noted down?
So should we note down the working also full?
No. Just note down the problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go through the problem. Please look into the problem. Please look into the problem. A machine member is subjected to a twisting moment of 1.5 kilonewton meter and bending moment of 3 kilonewton meter. We need to find suitable diameter of the shaft given the normal stress sigma 1 120 megapascal and the tau max is given you as 75 megapascal. Okay, that is what we are given with is that it is subjected to a twisting moment of how much? What is the twisting moment? 1.5 kilonewton meter. That I convert it into Newton millimeter. That is 1.5 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. And also it is subjected to a bending moment of 3 kilonewton meter. Correct? So that is equal to 3 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Okay, so this is what we are given with, and they are given you the value of normal stress sigma 1 to be equal to 120 megapascal and the shear stress, that is tau max. What is the value of tau max they are given you? 75 megapascal. Correct?
Yes, sir.
We need to find the diameter of the shaft. That is what we are given with. So now the bodies or component is subjected to a torsional moment T. So there exists shear stress. So therefore, it's going to be given by 16T by pi d cube. Okay. So that is equal to 16 into 1.5 into 10 power 6 divided by pi into d cube. Okay. Once you simplify that, find out what is that you are going to get something divided by d cube here. Now it is also subjected to a bending moment of 3 kilonewton meter. So when bending moment is there, we are going to have bending stress. So therefore, bending stress sigma b is given by m by section modulus z. Correct? So what is bending moment here? 3 into 10 power 6. And it's a circular cross section given in the problem. So section modulus Z is equal to pi d cube by 32, correct? So pi d cube by 32 will come to numerator. So simplify this, you are going to get something divided by d cube as sigma bending or sigma. Okay, and now we are given with the maximum principal stress as 120 megapascal and maximum shear stress to be given as 75 megapascal. Now we will go to the equation sigma 1 is equal to half of sigma plus root of sigma square plus 4 tau square. That is sigma b here, sigma b here. What is sigma 1 given in the problem? It is given as 120 megapascal, that is equal to half of. What is the value of? So find out. So it's going to be something divided by d cube plus root of something divided by d cube whole square plus 4 tau square, correct? That is divided by d cube square. Okay. Someone give me the value of numerator here and the numerator here in bending stress. Someone give me the numerator value of shear stress and also, yeah.
76.
For what? Tau, no? 7639 437.3, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And bending stress?
30.
3055 77.
49.
Yeah.
0.068.
0.1. Okay, that's the value of bending stress. So substitute them in this equation 305577 49.1 305577 49.1 whole square, and the tau is 7639 437.3 whole square. Okay, so now I can cross multiply these two to the left hand side. What I will be having is 240 is equal to, okay, 305577 49.1 by d cube, and here I can take d cube whole square. So between these two I can have d cube whole square as common. When it comes out of the root, it's going to be 1 by d cube outside, and root of 305577 49.1 square plus 4 into 7639 437.3 square. Okay, so the d cube is going to be common over there. 1 by d cube is equal to, okay, 305577 49.1 plus root of so and so. I am going to get the value of d. Okay, give me the value of d. Others, please note down the simplification of it. And then we are given with tau max. Tau max is given by what? Root of sigma square plus 4 tau square, correct? Just check what is the equation for tau max. Half of sigma square plus 4 tau square. So tau max is given as 75 megapascal. That's equal to 1 by 2 root of, that is sigma b square. So it's going to be 305577 49.1 by d cube whole square, okay, plus 4 into 7639 437.3 by d cube whole square. So simplify, we'll get another d from here. Okay, please give me the value of d. Others, please look at, check, substitute the equations. Okay, write the equation, substitute the values, and get these values. If you are not getting, please let me know. Get it.
For principal stress, I'm getting DS 64.61 mm.
64 for, yeah, principal 64.6, correct?
Yes, sir.
So
And
that
for
is rounded off to 65 mm. Tau max,
61.1 mm.
exactly, 61.1, that is 62 millimeter is the answer. That's correct. Others, please note down, write the equations, do the substitution, and then get me the value. Please solve the problem. All of you, please write down the equation. Then do the substitution, simplify, get the value of D. These two are the answers for the previous problem. Okay.
Here also we'll be adopting DS 65 mm, sir.
Which one?
65 mm we will be adopting, no, sir?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. 64.6 will not take. We'll round it off to the next whole number.
No, sir. Without the out of 60.65.
Okay. That is what. Finally, we are going to adopt D is equal to 65 mm. Geometrical dimension, whichever is bigger, we are going to adopt. When it comes to stress, we are going to adopt the smaller value. All of you, please work out. Others, work out. Okay. Don't just copy from the board there. Please work out. Jitin Kumar, are you working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prince Prabhakar, working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are not getting the answer, let me know. If you are finished, we'll go to the next problem.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah. Anybody not getting these answers? Anyone who is not getting the answers or getting a different value? Okay, we'll go to the next problem. Are you okay? Anybody needing time? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Take the next problem. A round rod made of steel. A round rod made of steel. A round rod made of steel. Within brackets, sigma y is equal to 300 megapascal. A round rod of steel, within brackets sigma y is equal to 300 megapascal, is subjected to is subjected to a tensile load of 30 kilonewton is subjected to a tensile load of 30 kilonewton and a bending moment of 1.8 kNm. Bending moment of 1.8 kilonewton meter. 1.8 kilonewton meter. Full stop. Taking FOS as 2.5, taking FOS, factor of safety, as 2.5, taking factor of safety of 2.5, determine diameter of the rod. Determine diameter of the rod. Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. Prayag Vasudevan, are you there? Vasudevan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you please read out the problem? Others, please look into your books.
Sir, I could get only till determine. My net got cut off. So I've written only till determine. Could you finish the question?
Yeah. Determine suitable diameter of the rod. Determine suitable diameter of the rod.
Okay, sir.
Now please read the problem now. Others, please look into your books. Please look into your books.
A round rod made of steel,
Yeah.
sigma y equal to 300 megapascal,
Okay.
is subjected to a tensile load of
Yeah.
30 kilonewton
Okay.
and a bending moment of 1.8 kilonewton meter.
Okay.
Taking factor of safety as 2.5,
Yeah.
determine suitable diameter of the rod.
Okay. What are the things that are given? We are given with what? Yeah, please look at the screen now. The material that is chosen has got yield stress of 300 megapascal. It is subjected to an axial load of 30 kilonewton, that is 30 into 10 power 3 Newton, and it is subjected to a bending moment of 1.8 kilonewton meter, so therefore 1.8 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Factor of safety is 2.5, so therefore the design stress, okay, or allowable stress or design stress, okay, is what? That is equal to sigma y by factor of safety, that is 300 divided by 2.5. Somebody give me this value of 300 by 2.5. It is going to be 120. 120 megapascal, correct? So that is the allowable stress or design stress. So the member is subjected to axial load, so therefore we have to find out sigma axial, okay, that is equal to P by area of cross section. Diameter we don't know, so therefore retain it as pi d square by 4, and it is subject, it's the bending moment given in the problem is 1.8 kilonewton meter, so therefore we have bending stress given by M by Z. So Z is pi d cube by 32, so diameter we don't know. So keep that in terms of diameter. A in terms of diameter, Z in terms of diameter. When a member is subjected to axial and bending, the total stress is what? Sigma total will be equal to sigma allowable. That is equal to sigma axial plus sigma bending. So the allowable stress is 120 megapascal. That's equal to axial stress in terms of D, bending stress in terms of D. Find out the value of D. Got the clarity? Could you understand? At least one of you please say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Please come calculate and let me know the diameter. It is subjected to axial load and bending moment. So the total stress will be equal to sum of axial and bending stresses, correct? This is what we have learnt in our previous classes. So the total stress should not exceed the allowable stress, that is 120. So with 120 as the maximum stress that can be induced in the component, we need to determine the diameter of the shaft or rod for that particular application. Okay? You will get a cubic equation. Okay? So solve cubic equation and let me know the diameter. Anybody? Any doubt in this? Give me the diameter of the shaft rod. Take it.
55.44 mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
55.44 mm.
Exactly. That's correct. That is 56 mm. Others, please work out. Anybody not getting this value? You have to get. So sigma A, what you get is sigma A, what you get, see that is sigma axial, what you get, okay, here I cannot. Sigma axial is going to be 38197.2, 38197.2 divided by d square, correct? I'll take the next page anyway.
Yes.
So sigma axial is 38197.2 divided by d square, and sigma bending is equal to 18.33 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube. All right. So therefore, 120 is equal to sigma axial plus sigma bending, that is 38197.2 divided by d square plus 18.33 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube. So if I simplify, what I am going to get is 120 d cube minus 38197.2 d plus 18.33 into 10 power 6 is equal to 0. Okay? Anybody not get it? Tarun, is this equation correct? So you can further simplify dividing throughout by 120. So you can get further simplified version of that. So therefore, d is equal to 55.16 is what I have got. So maybe less slight variation can be there. So 56 mm is the. Okay. Could you get others? Could you get the answer?
Sir, it should be minus 18.33 into 10 power 6 equal to 0.
Why minus?
Yes, sir.
Because we are
Minus
in the
one.
right side part to left hand side.
So the equation, cubic equation, sir, will be minus 18.33 to 10.
Okay, yeah. It is minus 18 point. Correct? Because it will come to right left side. So therefore it's the minus. So anyway, we are interested in the dimension. Okay. We'll go to the next problem.
So just a minute.
Yeah.
So 55.43 is okay.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So round it off to next higher whole number. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll take up the next problem. This was asked almost 3 times in 2 years. January 20, December 19. Okay. Same problem with same numericals were asked. A 50 diameter steel rod. Please note down. A 50 diameter steel rod. A 50 diameter steel rod supports 9 kilonewton. Supports 9 kilonewton load. Supports 9 kilonewton load. And in addition, is subjected to a torsional moment. In addition, is subjected to a torsional moment. Torsional moment of 100 Newton meter. Torsional moment of 100 Newton meter. As shown in figure. As shown in figure. First up, determine the maximum tensile and maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress. Please note down the sketch. Please note down the sketch. Finished, huh? Narendra Sadanand, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please read the problem.
A 50 mm diameter steel rod.
Wait. Others, please look into your books. Yeah, please read, Narendra.
A 50 mm diameter steel rod supports 9 kilonewton load and in addition is subjected to a torsional momentum of 100 Newton meter.
Not momentum. Wait. Torsional moment. That's all. Okay. Moment is different. Momentum is different. Narendra, what is momentum? Narendra, any idea?
There is change in displacement due to the application of force.
Okay, that is called momentum. Huh?
I thought. Don't know.
Yeah. Continue with the problem. Please go back and read physics. Yeah.
Torsional moment of 100 Newton meter as shown in the figure determine the maximum tensile and the maximum shear stress.
Shear?
Stress.
Stress, not stress.
Stress.
Stress, okay. Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Others, please look at the screen now. This is the shaft of diameter 50 mm given to us. So therefore, D is equal to 50 mm. So through the disc, there is going to be a load of 9 kilonewton acting. And if you look at the distance from the centroidal axis of the shaft, so there is an eccentricity of 28 millimeter. Okay. And also it is subjected to a torsional moment of 100 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter, a load of 9 into 10 power 3 Newton. Yeah, one thing is here, you have 9 kilonewton which is acting at a distance of 28 mm from the axis. So you will have axial load, you will have axial stress, and also you will have bending stress because of 9 kilonewton out there. How we need to analyze is that when you have a load acting at an eccentricity, okay, then you have to consider the load to be acting as if along the axis. So that will give you the axial stress given by load by area of cross section, that is load is 9 into 10 power 3 Newton divided by pi d square by 4 will give you axial stress. And now because of eccentricity of 28 mm, there is going to be a bending moment, that is force into perpendicular distance, that is 9 into 28. That will induce bending moment. So the effect of bending moment is to bend the member, and also the bending stress is going to get induced. So therefore, the bending stress is given by bending moment divided by section modulus, as we know. Bending moment in this case is force into, that is 9 kilonewton into perpendicular distance is 28 mm divided by pi d cube by 32. This should give you the bending stress value. So therefore, the sigma total is sum of sigma axial plus sigma bending. So find out sigma total from this. At the same time, the shaft is subjected to a torsional moment of 100 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter. So torsional moment, they will have shear stress given by 16T by pi d cube. So 16 into what is torsional moment given? 100 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter divided by pi into 50 cube will give you shear stress. Okay. Then find out, you are asked to find out maximum tensile and maximum shear stress. So therefore, we need to find out sigma 1 and we need to find out tau max. Okay. By using sigma total, using equation what? Half of sigma plus or minus root sigma square plus 4 tau square is equal to sigma 1 comma 2 and then tau max. Tau max is given by half of root sigma square plus 4 tau square, where the sigma is nothing but sigma total. Got the clarity? Any doubt in this? Any doubt?
So why aren't we treating this question as a T section?
Treating this as?
T section. Because for T section, the moment of inertia would change, no, sir?
For D section, which section? What?
T section, sir.
No, no, it is not. It is a circular shaft here supporting a disc. So on that disc, you have got 9 kilonewton. We are interested in finding out the stress induced in the shaft. Okay? Load is acting along this member. It is not T section. It is not a T section. It's a shaft. It's a shaft like this shaft, and it is mounted with a disc like this. So for that disc, we are having a load at one side. We are interested in finding out because the shaft gets twisted and untwisted like this. Correct? So that because of 100 Newton meter, the shaft is subjected to torsional moment. Okay, that is shear stress. And also the 9 kilonewton will act as the load that is acting, which will induce axial stress and bending stress in shaft. So we are interested in shaft. This is a circular cross section. Okay, not a T cross section.
Yes.
Okay, and this 9 kilonewton, since it is acting away from the axis, so we need to consider 9 kilonewton as if it is acting along the axis. So that will induce axial stress, and because of eccentricity, there is going to be bending stress on the member. So therefore, we have both axial stress and bending stress in the shaft. And also the shaft is subjected to torsional moment. So therefore, there is going to be presence of shear stress also on the shaft. Any other doubt? Okay. So please get me the value of sigma 1 and tau max. Solve the problem. Anybody? Any doubt in this?
So for 9 kilonewton,
Yeah.
won't there be any sign convention or anything that's needed?
No. It's axial stress. Since it is given down, so it's going to be tensile stress only on the shaft. Okay. Yeah, answer your roll call. Sai Sumant.
10, sir.
2,
Present, sir.
3, 3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5,
Yes, sir.
6,
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9, Nambiar. 10,
Yes, sir.
11,
Yes, sir.
12,
Yes, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15,
Present, sir.
16, 17,
Present, sir.
18, Govindraj. 19,
Present, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
what Purushottam Reddy, where were you for so long? Absenting for classes.
Exam, sir.
Okay, right. 21,
Present, sir.
22, Bansali. 23,
Yes, sir.
24, 25, 26, 27.
Yes, sir.
What, Kiran, where were you for last two classes?
I couldn't attend, sir.
Why? Busy? Huh?
That type of.
When coming to college, you will say work. When you are at home also, you will say you have work. So you cannot attend class. Anyway, take
Nothing like that when coming to college, sir.
Yeah,
Only
anyway,
now.
okay. Take care. That's all. Yeah, 30, 31, 32, 33,
Present, sir.
34,
Yes, sir.
35,
Present, sir.
36.
Yes, sir.
What, Vagmesh? Busy? You are also busy at home?
Sir, no, sir. I have exam, sir.
Okay. What subject you had?
Form and M3, sir.
Oh, okay.
Physics also, sir.
Oh,
Tomorrow
excellent.
exam.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah. Do
Okay,
well.
sir. Okay.
38,
Present, sir.
39, 40. Prayag
Yes,
was
sir.
saying
Yes, sir.
41,
Yes, sir.
42. Pinto. 43,
Yes, sir.
44,
Present, sir.
46, 47,
Yes, sir.
48,
Yes, sir. Present.
49, Satish Shankar. 50,
Present, sir.
52, 52, 53,
Present, sir.
54,
Present,
Saluja.
sir. Yes, sir. Present.
55,
Yes, sir.
55. Hey, who is that bloody fellow? Satish Shankar. Huh? When I call you, you did not answer. I am calling Srinidhi, you are telling yes, sir. Huh? What I say, Satish Shankar, what's your problem? Huh?
Sir, 42, sir, present.
So what? You go to bathroom and then say yes, sir, after coming back. Huh? You should be there in front of the system, I say. Srinidhi? Siddharth?
Sir, I am
Present,
using
sir.
2G network.
Siddharth?
Present, sir. Siddharth, present, sir.
Okay. Sanu?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Sudeep KS? Sunil Kumar? Tarun?
Yes, sir.
Vinay? Vipan Singh?
Yes, sir.
Vivek?
Present, sir.
Vivek is there?
Yes, sir.
Where were you? You also had exams?
Yes, sir.
65, Milan Chaudhary.
Present, sir.
66,
Present, sir.
67, Saksham Singh. Chaitanya.
Yes, sir.
Mahesh Madiwal. Nishant. Ramesh. Shashank.
Yes, sir.
Akshat.
Yes, sir.
Sautrik Roy. Mahima.
Present, sir.
Okay. Yeah, please let me know the answer. Sigma axial is how much? Sigma axial
4.58, sir.
4.58 megapascal. That's correct. Sigma axial is 4.58 megapascal. Sigma bending,
20.5.
excellent, that is correct, 20.53 megapascal. So total is going to be somewhere around 25.11 megapascal, correct? Fine. Next, the shear stress, tau.
4.07.
4.0743.
What I got is 4.07, yeah. 4.07 Newton per mm square or megapascal. So therefore, sigma 1 is how much?
328.
320, sigma 1.
25.76.
Yeah, that's correct. 25.75 megapascal. Tau max, that is 13.17, no?
199.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not an issue. Others, please work out. Please work out. Others, please work. Anybody not getting the answer?
Sir, what was tau max?
Tau max is 13.17 megapascal.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Not on the next problem. Not on the next problem. Again, this is one of the examination problems. A machine element in the form of a cantilever beam, a machine element in the form of a cantilever beam has a rectangular cross section of depth A machine element in the form of a cantilever beam has a rectangular cross section of depth 200 mm, full stop. This beam is subjected to an axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton, axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton, axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton, and a transverse load of 50 kilonewton, and a transverse load of 50 kilonewton. Acting downwards at the free end of the beam, acting downwards at the free end of the beam, which has a span of 800 mm, which has a span. What do you mean by span? Yeah? Span is length, yeah. Span of 800 mm. 800 mm. Full stop. Selecting an appropriate material for the beam and assuming a suitable value for factor of safety and assuming a suitable value of factor of safety, assuming a suitable value of factor of safety, determine width of rectangular cross section. Determine the width of rectangular cross section. Determine the width of rectangular cross section. Width of rectangular cross section. Siddharth A, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Please read the problem.
Yes, sir. A machine element in the form of a cantilever beam has a
Okay.
rectangular cross section of depth 200 mm.
Okay.
This beam is subjected to an axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton
Yeah.
and a transverse load of 50 kilonewton acting downwards at the
Okay.
free end of the beam,
Okay.
which has a span of 800 mm.
Fine. Okay.
An appropriate material for the beam and
Ah.
assuming a suitable value of factor of safety,
Okay.
determine width of rectangular cross section.
Okay. Yeah. Please look at the screen now. It is a cantilever beam of rectangular cross section. This is the rectangular cross section of depth. How much? Depth of 200 mm given in the problem. Correct? Okay. And it is subjected to an axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton. It is subjected to an axial tensile load of 60 kilonewton. Okay. And a transverse load at the free end of the beam is 50 kilonewton that is acting on the beam. And the beam has a span of how much? What is the span of the beam? It is 800 mm given in the problem. Correct? So this is the problem, which is a depth of 200 mm, and we need to find out the width of the cross section. That is, we need to find the value of B. Okay, that is what we need to find out. Okay, and we need to select a suitable material. Okay, we only have to select a suitable material, and also we need to choose an appropriate factor of safety, and then that's going to be your sigma 1, which is the maximum stress that the component is allowed to. So it is subjected to an axial tensile load and a transverse load of 50 kilonewton. So therefore the cantilever beam is subjected to axial and transverse load. So what we are going to have is sigma axial given by P by A, sigma B given by M by Z. Correct? Here the area of cross section is going to be B into 200. Correct? And Z is going to be BH square by 6 for a rectangular cross section. Correct? So therefore what we are going to have is BH square by 6 as Z value, that is B into 200 square. That is B into 200 square by 6 is going to be the value of Z. So the resultant stress sigma total is equal to sigma axial plus sigma bending. So how do we get sigma total out there? We need to choose a suitable material and we need to choose factor of safety and then decide sigma total what it should be, and based on that value we have to find out the value of B, wherein you have axial stress in terms of B and then bending stress also in terms of B. Okay, are you there? Are you there with me? So we'll continue with this problem tomorrow, and tomorrow have you all received the next set of data handbook sheets I had posted? Have you received it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please take a print. If you have printers at home, please take print of sheets and keep it with you. For next class, we will take up this problem again, and then how to choose the material that part we will see in this problem. Are you all there with me? Is that okay? Anybody?
Yes,
Not
sir.
anybody? Any difficulty in understanding? Ritik Shah, any difficulty?
No, sir.
Fine. Okay then. See you in the next class.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Go through whatever that is done and then attend the class. That will be more easy for you people. Okay?